What's going on, guys? Welcome to it. I'm here once again at none other than the Starbucks, but you guys know how I like my bros coffee, but there isn't bros out here. So I'm going to get us started. Welcome to Live Trading with Benzinga. Hit the like button down below. Let's go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
Good morning, traders. Let's go ahead. Let's bring in my man, Lord Ryan. What's up, my friend?
What's going on, my man? Happy hump day to those out in the chat, and also to you. See, you're on location at Starbucks. Do you have a Starbucks trade lined up for us today?
Boots on the ground. That's how we do it at Benzinga, baby. Got to represent too. Rocking the Benzinga shirt here. So anybody watching, you know,
an espresso coffee.
Hey, that's how we do it.
Hey,
hey, all I gotta say is venti, baby, venti.
What
is that? Venti. The caramel macchiato. That's my favorite coffee. I like a little caramel in my coffee. So I'm just gonna let you know though, this is running a little bit empty, so I might need to do a refill. Is it possible?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm.
What do you guys think? What are the odds are that I walk into Starbucks and say, "Can I get a refill?"
The odds are that they charge you for another one, but I think it's a good idea.
Right? I'll try it. I'll try it for you, chat. Definitely smash the thumbs on up. I'm gonna get Ryan's screen on up here today, guys. I'm not in my normal trading seat, so I'm gonna let Ryan lead a little bit more with what the action's going on. But if you guys got stocks for me to check on out, I do got my iPad right here, and I will let you guys know how did I get ready this morning. How did I get ready this morning? I'll show you how I got ready this morning. All you need is one thing and one thing only, guys. It's, of course, none other than Benzinga Pro, guys. Rocking it here on my iPad, guys. And that just shows you that you guys can be doing the same thing and just using Benzinga Pro to get started on the day. So I will have some charts for us, but just so you guys won't see them on the screen. But if you guys got a stock, throw it up in the comments. I'm going to be watching to go ahead and cover those stocks for you. I'll bring up Ryan's screen here. And let's go ahead. Let's get it going here. What are you seeing on out there today, Lord Ryan?
First of all, I appreciate the shout out on the tablet because Benzinga Pro actually works extremely well on a tablet.
Extremely well.
That can also be substituted as like a second, third, or even fourth screen for your setup and can be moved around. So real good shout out. Go ahead.
Just to add to that, I do want to add to that. If you do have a Mac, they just released the new feature with the iPad to where you can extend it as part of your screens, and you could have Pro right there as part of your extension of your Mac, and then so you could have Pro right in front of you and still having all your window space. So, hey, power to you guys on out there.
That's great. It's a good shout out. I'll be honest, I don't think I shout that out enough. So I'm glad that you did that. Miss Whitehorse, good morning. Ed, you're saying the feed is crap right now. Mitch.
Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll just back out so it can go on to Lord Ryan's internet. Okay. Don't worry about that, guys. We're going to keep things rolling here. Okay. You guys hang in there. We'll definitely hang in there with you guys.
Okay, awesome. And looking through the chat here, hello to the entire regular crew. Miss Whitehorse, Jessica, Chermo, Trevor, David, Beach Bum, everyone's here. You guys are all awesome. Jay, I'm sure I'm going to forget somebody's name, so I'm going to stop going through the welcomes. It is awesome to have you all here. It is hump day, and there's quite a bit going on with the market here this morning. So let's take a look at the movers tool and go over some of the possible day trading candidates that we have. Trevor, you listed 3 of them. All 3 of them are on my list. My man, you are figuring it out. Number 1 here is going to be MITO. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat here, I'm not going to trade this 40-cent stack. This thing could move. You can already see we're this was already traded up 20 cents today. So already at one point, a 50+% gain on this stock. I'm going to avoid it, but it's possible that this is in play. So if this fits your trading style, if you're able to watch the setup on this one, go ahead and do it. I'm going to skip it, but it's worth a mention here. We do have a catalyst, by the way. So some data for related to ALS. So if you want to trade that, go ahead. Again, I'm going to skip that. Now, EFOI, this was on the docket yesterday. This provided a monster move yesterday, and this is again in play today. So we're going to watch this. What I'd like to see happen here is for this to trade down to 3. I'd actually like to see it overshoot 3 to the downside and then reclaim it. To me, that would be bullish, especially if the volume expands. Then as we start pushing up, if we clear out this consolidation formation, at 323 or 325, I think 340 is definitely on deck. And I absolutely think 365 is within range today. So I wouldn't be surprised if this has some expanding volume, if we have another move like we had yesterday, at least to try and test this 365 spot. Maybe it gets rejected there, but even if it goes there, that's going to give us a nice trade today. So we're going to keep that one on watch as well. CYRN, I believe that this is a cybersecurity name, right? So provider cloud delivered software as a service, cybersecurity solutions. Boy, try saying that 15 times fast. You'll never be able to do it. Anyway, this is absolutely on the docket today. I just cleared off all my lines. Bummer. So we're going to go ahead and add them together. Basically, what I would like to see here is something very similar. This pattern right here already looks pretty good. So if we can actually kind of hold through this pattern and then take out some of this sideways trading, we could develop some juice to the upside here. That's what I'm going to be hoping for. Let me quickly mark off some more of these levels. Okay, so CYRN also on the list. Next is going to be Redbox, our favorite Redbox. You know what? We're going to trade this in memory of Spencer. This is one of his favorite stocks. So we're going to go ahead and trade that here today, or at least wait for it to set up. This thing completely extended. The one of the things that's playing into my trading plan here for Redbox is that I don't actually think that this stock should be worth 10 or 11 bucks. To me, I don't necessarily understand it. I think that this stock is just trading on momentum. So one thing to keep in mind when you're trading these that are on, they're often going to follow technicals or other key levels that the price either finds support, resistance, or reverses at. So to me, you know, if I trade this, I'm probably, just because of my own personal bias, going to have a quick trigger finger, if you will, on the sell button. I feel as if at any point this stock could just get absolutely sold into. Now, it's worth noting that we really haven't seen that behavior yet. Sure, the stock goes up and down like all stocks do. I mean, this is normal stock movement here. But this type of pull right here is something that I want to avoid. This basically went from, what, 560 to 250 in a matter of just a few minutes. I'd like to avoid that, so I'm going to be a little quick on the trigger finger. However, if this thing sets up, this could be a great trader. This has proven to be a great asset for us. We've been trading this, I think, since like the 3s, going back several weeks here. So Redbox on the list again. DBVT. So again, I had my lines cleared out here. By the way, the team is working on a fix for that. So any of you that are have experienced this and are now laughing at me because I'm going through it while live, please understand that we are working on fixing this, and we should have a patch rolled out here pretty soon. In any case, right around here, this 185, this looks to be the support, maybe a little bit lower. Let's bring it on down to 175. That would be okay too. If we can clear out this formation here up to 2, we could really get some juice. Now, looking through the rest of the list here, XCur, this would be another one. This looks like it's already kind of leaking today. It's got a pretty decent range, but again, only 16 cents. I'll probably just avoid this. So we also want to talk about AERC. So I know that this was probably the stock du jour yesterday. Know a lot of people, especially in our community, that absolutely destroyed this stock yesterday. Hats off to you. We might have another opportunity today. So let's go ahead and add our lines to this chart. I'm basically going to start here with some of the different support levels. And basically, I think I've explained this before, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just looking for bottoms and tops. I'm looking for where the stock changed its direction during the trading session. Those points often end up being critical points later on down the road. In fact, we saw that with AERC yesterday, and we're going to cover that a little bit right here. So let me finish with some of these lines. Okay, now let me go over here and zoom in and move over to yesterday. I just messed up my line. That's the thing, guys. When you have a lot of coffee in the morning and your hands are a little bit shaky, sometimes your accuracy with the mouse goes down. Do not fat finger orders. PSA. Okay. Now, yesterday, the first trade here was the breakout of this sideways formation. This is great to see, right? So if we take a look at the stock here, we drifted up. Let's call it a drift up in the after-hour session the day before. We sank a little bit in the pre-market session, and then as soon as the regular session opened, we continued that sinking until it actually reversed. Once it reversed, we saw this volume start to expand. This is what I mean by expanding volume. The volume sticks down here are pretty low, and then all of a sudden we get this expansion. Then we get another expansion. To me, that is a key indicator in day trading, and that is literally the crux of my strategy, and we measure that with relative volume. So once we took out this sideways formation, it was off to the races for AERC yesterday. Full disclosure, if I was playing this, I wasn't. I was tied up with other work things, but if I was playing this at the time, I probably would have sold off on this pop and waited for it to reset. Now, or wait for it to set up again. Now, the great part about that is that if you played that strategy, there were multiple setups on this all day long, right? So as the stock pushes up and then stops, that's your new point. Oftentimes you can see this point on the level 2 chart with the time and sales and level 2 tree. So again, it pushed up here to 773, pulled back to what, 692, and then curled back and busted through that on huge volume. Did the same thing again right up here around 950. There were multiple halts to the upside. I believe there were also multiple halts to the downside. You guys know me. I do not like being in stocks that are halt fests. It changes my insides around. I just really don't like it. So I am going to try to avoid that. But given yesterday, given the tremendous volume, and given the fact that we're already starting to kind of carve out a range here in the pre-market, I would not be shocked to see AERC on the move today. So that's pretty much all I got right now. Mitch, you still around? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I am. I'm bouncing back and forth, but you guys will see me when I'm in here. No worries, just trying to roll with everything, you know. Hey, the only way we know how to is just keep on rolling. But I will give you guys some news out there from today. So Roku rising after an abrupt closing of trading. Talks are heating up about potentially an acquisition by Netflix being mentioned by Business Insider. I don't believe Business Insider too much, but hey, it's up to you to believe them or not. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Just give me 1 second. Car's backing up here, and car sounds like it's gonna die.
All good. Real quick. I see a question here. How do you put the watch list on the left side in TradingView? So this is actually not TradingView. This is Benzinga Pro. I think where the confusion is that Benzinga Pro uses the TradingView module for its chart. So the chart tab of details is actually TradingView. So if you've used it before, you already know how to use it. You're already really familiar with it. So in any case, this is Benzinga Pro, not TradingView. Good question though.
All right, let's keep it going here.
Yeah, I'm just going through the chat here. Oh, it looks like a bunch of you are all over Redbox. Looks like a bunch of you are all over AERC as well. So okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
Perfect. Now, I did see some people mention that our quality wasn't good. Make sure that you have your quality set on YouTube to 1080. Sometimes when we're doing kind of like these streams, sometimes it gets changed down to like 144 or some weird stuff. Make sure your settings are set right on YouTube. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about some other news on out there. Campbell's earnings today. They did a beat and a beat. EPS at 70 cents, beating a 61-cent estimate. Sales were at 2.13 billion, beating a 2.05 billion estimate. So definitely take your eyes on Campbell today. Ollie's didn't do that well, so we talk about that EPS missing there by 10 cents on the estimate at 20 cents of a 30-cent estimate, and sales also missed there at 406 from a 417 estimate. We'll definitely pay attention to see how that affects the stocks, but Ollie, and that just shows us the retail's back and forth, right? Target bouncing back yesterday a little bit, but we'll see if these kind of can continue going. I did see some analyst ratings today get changed on Target of lower price targets. It wasn't really to a sell, but it is lower price targets. Nicole, did that help you out?
See, so everyone always remember to do that. Always remember to force the best possible quality. We do stream, what is it, 720p, 1080p, our native stream, Mitch. So it should not ever be grainy where you can't see it. In some cases, it might be difficult to see because we're too zoomed in or we're too zoomed out on the chart. But awesome that you tried that, Nicole. I recommend everyone else try the same thing. A couple of stocks that are being asked about here in the chat: AMD and NVX. Let me cover those here real quick. So first of all, let's start with AMD, and we'll go to NVX. The technology stocks. This to me, I'm not sure what the next move is. My gut feeling tells me that the run that we're currently on in this with the broader market here, it might actually have a little bit more juice. And in fact, I think I actually have a SPY chart here for you. I think I even have a SPY chart here for you. Nope, all the drawings were cleared off. So I think that this could actually run. I believe it's 50-day moving average. Let me see. Sorry if I'm doing this on the fly so much here this morning. Let me just change this here. I think it's the 50, if I recall correct. Yep, sure is. All right, so I think that this run might have some more juice to the 50. That's currently at 421. We're currently at 413 on the SPY. It's possible that we even overshoot this a little bit to the upside. We'll see. But I do think that at some point over the course of the summer here that we do kind of test this area again. I actually wouldn't be shocked if the SPY traded all the way down to 350 if we do get some bad news. Now, I don't want to terrify everyone. That would be kind of crappy to have to sit through that. So I hope that doesn't happen. But if that does happen, I think inevitably we would entice a whole lot more value buyers into this market. Now, what that has to do with AMD is that it sure looks like this stock has bottomed and is looking like it's trying to move back towards the highs. But my issue here is that I'm a little skeptical that we're able to get back to this 160 high. I'm just not sure. And it's possible that AMD trades up to 120 and then trades back down if the broader market does in fact sell back off. So don't be caught in a bear trap. Or I guess this would be a bull trap, excuse me. Don't get caught. If you do take one of these, make sure that you have an exit plan. To my eye here, it sure looks like AMD wants to go up. But remember, I believe we have a CPI print coming on Friday and some Fed stuff next week. So if it does rally, that rally could be short-lived. That would be my take on AMD. Love the company, love the products, literally using the product in the computer I'm on right now. Would be interested in buying this, just not sure if we're out of the woods yet. I still think we're in kind of a bear tape. Now, the other question that we got asked about here was NVX. Let me go back to my mover screen. Okay, got asked about NVX here. So full disclosure, I'm not a fan of, this was AMD. I am not a fan of the vaccine trade at all. To me, this has already, hi buddy, how's it going? Say hi to everybody. He doesn't want to. Okay, so to me, this trade has already passed. I would look for other trades that have a little bit more juice on the bone. What on earth are you doing, my man? Okay, buddy wants to talk to you guys, so he's going to rub up the microphone here. Anyway, NVX to me, not something that I would go after. I know a lot of these have to do with COVID headlines. The COVID headlines seem to swing back and forth. I've not been very good at predicting it or playing it with any type of accuracy. To me, I would just stay away here. We do have a catalyst. Novavax shares are trading higher after the FDA recommended emergency use authorization of the company's COVID-19 vaccine for individuals ages 18 and over. So we do have a positive news catalyst. My gut tells me we want to trade to the upside. This would be one that I would just avoid. I would go somewhere else where I feel like I have a better edge. I hope that helps.
All right. So yesterday we had a huge day in coal because some analyst ratings. Now today, I say keep an eye on. I'll give you a stock with that Roku news that was out today. I'm going to be watching Vizio to see if potentially it gets some movement off of that news that was mentioned by Netflix. I mean, if they're trying to buy Roku, why wouldn't they go for a cheaper option, which I think could be Vizio? And I've talked about how this could potentially be an acquisition target. I'm going to keep this one on my radar, VZIO. Other news out there. I just want to give more news on live trading. So if you guys don't catch pre-market prep, at least you guys know what's moving out there. DocuSign moving today, guys, after the electronic signature company talked about an expanded global partnership with Microsoft. This deal enhances the integration of DocuSign's technology in Microsoft software applications. So what do you see there maybe on DocuSign on the chart there, Ryan?
Let me take a look here. Let me pull up DocuSign. Let's, of course, first start with the daily chart. I do see that we're gapping up here. Now, remember, Docu had a gigantic earnings miss. That's what this gap is here on the downside. Let's put it this way. We ever make it back up to this gap, I absolutely want to participate in this. Even if this gap doesn't fill to the upside, that would be fine. I still want to participate in it. However, what we have to clear out here first is pretty daunting. This is a serious downward formation. This chart looks broken. If you kind of zoom out here, this really looks broken. Now, my experience with DocuSign actually using the product has been nothing but positive. So don't really have anything bad to say about the company. The chart just really looks bad. Kind of similar to what we were talking about in AMD. I think that if the broader market starts to move, any of these technologies / high growth names are really going to feel some pain. So my advice here would be, again, trade this in a way where you're not going to get trapped on one side of it. The catalyst here today, it's trading higher after the company announced it would expand its partnership with Microsoft. I don't know what the details of that are. Mitch, if you have them, I'd love to know. I'm not sure what the details are with that partnership. I'm not surprised to see more companies either partnering up or any type of flurry of M&A. Remember, we have a conference call scheduled tomorrow and we have the earnings tomorrow. To me, this is not one that I would want to play for earnings. So I would actually stay away from this until after the earnings print. I hope that's not a letdown there. By the way, we've got 30 seconds till the market opens here. So good luck, everyone. All
right. Good luck, guys, at the bell, guys. I hope you guys do well. I do want to let you guys know AB will be joining us around 9:50. I might be getting out of here around 9:45, 9:40-ish. But Ryan will be here trading with you guys. Aaron Bry is also going to be jumping on in here, so stay tuned for that. Zunaid is also trying to jump in right now. Ryan, if you could get Zunaid the link so Zunaid can join also. So we will have a little bit of Zunaid action also. Stick around also. After this show, we do have Gary V's exclusive interview from VCon. So if you want to get some exclusive news straight from the man, none other than Gary V, stay tuned. That will be at 11 a.m. and then we'll get into a little bit of roadmap action. And I'm telling you guys, there's some alpha there that you don't want to miss out on. So just a little hint. I would definitely be there.
Real quick, shout out to my man Jorge, who has definitely got my back. We just finished talking about DocuSign. He mentions correctly, by the way, that Docu is heavily connected to the real estate market. Less transactions in real estate means less revenue for Docu, and I think that trend, I think that trend continues. So it does look like it has a base forming. It makes me wonder if someone is in acquisition mode. I totally feel you on that, but again, understand that the next event here is tomorrow after the market opens. There is going to be an earnings print.
All right, do want to let you guys know, watch Chinese stocks today as Hong Kong's Hang Seng Tech Index advanced. It was advancing today after 60 new video game approvals, encouraging that China is loosening that crackdown on internet firms. We talked about this with kind of the Didi news earlier in the week, and we said keep your eyes on Baba, JD, NIO, XPEV. These stocks are starting to make moves on up, and you guys are seeing China slowly let up on that pressuring that they had on those internet firms. So not a bad move lately in Baba and JD and those Chinese stocks. So keep those on your radar. 9:30 is already open. The bell's rung. Let's go trading and go making some money.
Cheese Lion, welcome back, my man. Your trading has been pretty sick recently. We might break out today on SPY. My market outlook has been playing out every day this week. Awesome. Give us some key levels, Cheese, to actually watch. That would be the next thing that I would say here. As far as the scanner goes, it looks like some of the cheap pennies are on here. It looks like maybe CYRN curling back up here. Let's take a look at that. CYRN, by the way, VWAP here, 246, 245-ish. Looks like we're going to try to test that. I think if you cross through that, perhaps we're going to have an opportunity here. Might also have one at a high of daybreak at 242. That would be since the market opened.
All right, guys, using my scanner on Benzinga Pro here, I have my 5-minute one pulled up here. So this shows me stocks that are moving fast on the 5-minute. This is a preset that you guys could be using, but I have Wayfair showing up right now. So take a look at Wayfair and making a nice move there, about 4% on the 5-minute, and also Twilio making a nice move on up here today. Keep your eyes on out there. If you guys got a stock that's moving, throw it up in the chat, and we'll get it on up.
YMTX
All right.
EFOI crossed through
there's
3
Zunaid, my man in the background. I got you, bro. I got you. You're in. You might be muted, but you in.
Up? You let me know. Yeah, let me know how it sounds. Worst case, I'll just come on from my phone and we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, you seem good right now. We'll let you know if you start kind of lagging on us. But right now, at least on my stream, you're good to go right now, Zunaid. So. Boom, boom. Let's get it going here. We'll see what happens out in the market right now. I'm taking a look to see if there's any stocks moving big here. I'm getting Array, so solar stocks, keep those on watch, right? We had good news on solar. It did take a couple of days, but you could see the lift go into solar stocks today. So Array, I'm putting out right now, ARRY. That one's making the lift right now. We'll see if these can continue moving.
By the way, Mitch, sorry, I couldn't really interrupt you there. I am long YMTX 203 on a break here, looking to pop 210. There we go. Want to see this continue to push here. Only have a couple of cents of profit here. I'm in 203, looking for a couple more cents. Come on, YMTX. Let's start this day off with a nice move here. There we go. There we go. Break this 213, and we out, folks. There it is.
Nice.
There it is. Hitting it early on. All right. Nice little profit to start off the day. YMTX. Oh, I love starting the day like that. It just makes everything else easier.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of cushion, right? That way you're not like trying to claw back.
Absolutely. Ryan, I feel like you should be presenting from a Portillo's. Tiny Pie, maybe we can arrange that. I'll say this, though. Portillo's, not a morning food. So maybe I could go there. I think it would be closed. The parking lot would be empty. People would be like,
we're going to have to tell them to open it just for Ryan. Just open it for Ryan itself.
No.
Benzinga's taking over Portillo's. We're going to tell him.
How's Portillo's the stock?
Oh, actually, Ryan, we'll be over there for the cannabis conference. So you know what? We might actually make that happen.
Hey, I'm in.
You know, I need to try me some, so I'm going to have to come through.
You've never had Portillo? Oh, Mitch.
I've never had Portillo's. I can be honest. I've never had it.
Hide your wife, Mitch. We going on a date.
Where's she at?
I heard there's a Portillo's in Indy, so I might have to check it out.
Oh, Zunaid, if you've never tried it, please find it.
Hell yeah.
I'm just afraid it might mess up my stomach, so I'll have to like wait till the end of the
morning food if you eat it in the morning. That's true. Facts. Big facts.
I am in Indianapolis, right outside Lucas Oil Stadium.
All right, let's looking around here.
All right, guys, I'm going to bounce out for right quick to try to get set up at home here. AB is going to be joining around 9:50. Zunaid will be with you guys probably till around 10:30. You guys got Lord, of course, Ryan taking over here. He's been doing great. So, hey, keep your eyes
Hey,
on open. We'll see if that can keep running.
and I just want to shout this out because I actually really appreciate this. Hex Pony, I really appreciate the kind words. I know that this is a community that supports one another. I was frustrated after some of the trades last week. I was frustrated. The only way to get back past that, like we said last week, is to just buckle it up, strap up, whatever the cliche saying is, and get right back to it. And that's exactly how I handled it. And you know what? Because I've been able to put my emotions to the side, I'm being rewarded with good setups that I'm taking advantage of. So I really appreciate you saying that. That's really nice. And that's really helpful. And anyone else in here, if you make a bad trade, remember, you can always turn it around. You are capable. Don't let it get you down.
I've got the only thing that I'm paying attention, because obviously I just got here from the airport, so I haven't really looked at much, is the 150 on Apple. If Apple can get to about 149.80s, I'll look to go short Apple and have a stop loss 50 cents above that 150 level.
Jessica, great question. The Chicago Cannabis Conference, that is our fall cannabis conference, is in Chicago at the Palmer House, which is amazing, by the way, September 13 and September 14. So that's your day, 9/13, 9/14. Let's see what days of the week that is. That is Monday and Tuesday. Excuse me, 13 and 14. Pardon me. That's Tuesday
in your
and
neck
Wednesday.
of the woods.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
That's in your neck of the woods.
I went to the last one that we had here at the Palmer House. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Tesla, Tesla's above 731. Let's see what yesterday's actually. Oh, so it's above yesterday's. Oh, it's well above. Oh, beautiful. Oh man, look at 720 and how that kept being resistance. Man, if Tesla wants to come back and test 720, I'm a fan. I am a fan. So two things I'm watching: Tesla 720 and Apple 150 for resistance, but the 720 is support. Someone asked a question.
I just want to, I didn't want to interrupt you today, but I just wanted to address David's question. It's a good one here. Not against cannabis, just curious why so many cannabis shows Benzinga attends. You know what? We're not attending them. We are hosting them. In fact, Benzinga is the premier cannabis event company. We get told all of the time by professionals at these events that our event is the top shelf event for this particular industry. And I can second that. And it's not just because I work here. The other thing is that you might have a misconception about what this event is. You don't just walk into an auditorium and it's like a Cheech and Chong concert where there's just blunts everywhere that's not what it's like. These are professionals that are thinking about different business ideas using all parts of the cannabis plant. This goes all the way from like balms and oils that you can put on your body to relieve pain, all the way up to clothing that's made from hemp. And what this is business owners being put in connection with investors and those relationships to form and grow from there. So it's not what you think. It's not a bunch of blunts being blazed up. Some of that might happen, but that's not what the event is actually about. It's a very, very serious event, and we get raving reviews all the time. Great question, though.
Ryan Gets High, sponsored by Benzinga.
Ryan talking about cannabis is cringe.
Why?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. You've got Apple that hit 149.50s, but again, I want a good solid risk to reward, so I'm waiting for the 149.75 area-ish to get into that one. You've got Netflix around 200. Now, I haven't had a chance to hook up my HDMI and all that, so I'm just on one screen, so we're not going to try to get too crazy with it. But Ryan, as we get to the 10:15 hour, I will tell you why I wasn't able to make my flight yesterday.
Okay, is it? I'm almost.
It's my fault.
Well, at least you can admit it, Zunaid. That's step number one.
Yeah, like everyone. Well, I had to tell one person at the league that like, hey, I'll be in tomorrow morning. But as far as I know, the rest of my team thinks I got in last night.
Okay.
So So yeah.
Okay, seems like there's a story there. Can't wait. Real quick, Tom, why are the charts not updating in the details page? My chart is updating. If yours is not, the first thing that you should try is refreshing your platform and see if that gives you any better performance. By the way, if you're on PC, try holding Control and refreshing your platform. And if you're on Mac, try holding Shift and refreshing your platform. Guys, I am not a I am not a straight edge square. I have smoked plenty of weed over the course of my life. Take that for whatever it is that you will.
And see, I have not. So take that for what you will. I just feel like now if I tried, man, I would have to do it in the comfort of my own home so I know where everything is, because if I do it anywhere outside, I would freak out, I think, of like, where am I? What's happening?
Yeah, the other thing is I don't smoke anything anymore. I lost my dad to lung cancer when I was in my mid-20s. Smoking is just not something that I'm really looking forward to. It's not something that I do. I do not discriminate on the plant. I just do not smoke. So
yeah. Sorry to hear about that. Did not know that.
No, it's okay. And I was not trying to get sympathy or anything like that.
No, you're fine. Let's see. Again, let's check in on the two stocks. You've got Apple nowhere near 150. It was 50 cents away, and Tesla just keeps on going. You've got Netflix around 200, which is interesting. It bounced. Oh, matter of fact, here, let me go ahead and throw mine up.
Look at Tesla. What's going on with Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla just kept going. I think the previous close held at support, but if you could throw my charts up, because I don't have admin access.
I got you.
You've got Netflix. So look at Netflix. Again, didn't capture it, but I was paying attention to it because on my watch list on the right-hand side, you can see I've got Netflix, and I saw that it was around 200. Look at that beautiful bounce off of VWAP and 200. If I was paying attention to it, that definitely is something I would have tried to get into with a stop loss under the previous close, which is 198.61. But Netflix with solid bounce from VWAP at 200. If you're trying to get into this now, you're risking about a couple of bucks. So it's not the best risk reward, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Someone's calling out Redbox.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. $10 support held. Ticked up below, maybe even 17 cents. What is that? We're looking at about 11 cents below, but it held $10. So if you're looking to get into this one, you're risking about $1. And what do you know? Look at these crayon drawings at 11:36. You can see pre-market couldn't get through it. Live action couldn't get through it. So that 11:36 is holding on as support. And this was a beautiful one to play yesterday. AERC.
How's that doing?
This one, so it's holding. Matter of fact, all right, now I'm going to take a risky trade here. Hang on. I'm going to try to get into this one. AERC. I'll tell you exactly what my fill is. I don't have my hotkey set up on this one. That's always great. Grab some shares. All right, I got filled at 10:08. My stop loss is going to be below a day break. So my stop loss is going to be about, let's just call it a break of 9.50. So I'm risking 60 cents.
I was going to say 9.67 is what I got, but I got one candle, I guess, that in the after hours last night that exactly touched 9.50 tonight.
Yeah, and the only reason I say 9.50 is simply because of the whole number bounce. That's all it is for me. Even yesterday you had it kind of bounced there. So I'm in at 10:08. I possibly will look to be a degenerate and add around 9.60s. My take profit on this is going to be approximately 10.47 is what I've got on about 3/4 of my size. At 10.47 is going to be my take profit.
To me, CYRN setting up here, 250 looks to be the spot. The one thing to note here is if they run this up to 250 and you try to buy the break, it's possible that they pull it. So have a plan in case that's what materializes here. But a break at 250 might send CYRN, might be able to get a tradable pop in there. And
see, now you've got AERC coming right back down here. That's okay. We're hoping for this to hold 950s. If it cracks 950s, we're going to go ahead and get out. I've got my sell ready. I'm going to go ahead and buy some more here. I got filled at 957 and I'm ready to sell. As soon as I see 940s print, I'm out. Come on, go back up and test 10.
I was going to say, is it a shock that it's bouncing right at that level?
Not even a little bit. I needed to, if it goes back and tests about 980s, I will sell the ad that I have at 957.
Okay. Good job walking through your thought process on this one, by the way, Zunaid.
No, I appreciate you. Yeah, staring at this. I might go blind the way I'm staring at this one right here, but again, if I see like 945s, I'm out.
There it
All right,
is.
945, I am out. And of course it bounces, but that's all right. I took a loss. My sells are 948 and 947s are my losses on my size there. That's always lovely. And you've got, let's focus on Apple. So you've got Apple now bouncing from VWAP, hanging out there.
DBVT curling here. CYRN looks like it pulled off that spot here. Not in it, but DBVT, excuse me. My chart price is moving and the price axis, but I'm not at the top of the header. Tom, reach out to our support team. I'm not sure what you mean. Let me throw this up here. One thing to try, make sure that you're all the way over. You could slide the chart to the right or left. It might look like this, where the price looks like it's 176 when it's actually 190. Is that what's happening to you? If so, you can slide the chart over by clicking and dragging. Let me know if that helps. Thrifty, Lord, I invested in a grow setup, top 5 investment. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I'll be honest, if I had some more space, I might try that too. It sounds like a lot of fun. I like growing peppers. Why not growing nugs?
Yeah, you have AERC bouncing now. Unfortunately, it stopped me out, wicked, and then I bounced about 20, 30 cents, but that's okay. That's all right. It's part of the business.
DBVT here, a 192 is going to be our spot if we can take it. They're trying. There's a little bit of size there, trying to take 190 right now. 190 bid, actually, 191 ask. Looks like they would need to take down 192.
You got the SPY that held support at 414s.
ALDX, this one, okay, so that's leaking and curling. So we'll see if ALDX can come back here. I'm going to keep an eye on DBVT here. Let me know if you need a chart change.
Yeah, we're good. I'm just paying attention still to AERC. It went ahead and wicked, I think, $10.
Man.
I hit. Yeah, I got to hook up my HDMI today for tomorrow. But now, okay, nice. Spikes. LOL. SPY is headed towards the 415 area. Looks like right below 416 is the previous close on SPY.
What stock does Buddy like this morning?
Oh, dude, I brought
don't say Chewy again. Everyone knows you like Chewy. Come on.
I brought my Magic 8 Ball for this trip to use as a prop for one of our.
Hell yeah, Zunaid. I love it.
Boy, when I tell you yesterday was a movie, it was a movie. But anyway, yep, got my Magic 8 Ball here for the show, brand new.
All right, I love it, Zunaid. I absolutely love that. I can hear you unwrapping it, and it's like a satisfying sound. It's so hilarious.
I'm trying to play with it. I'm like, how does it work?
Oh my goodness, that's funny. CYRN, after that pull down here to 235, it's bouncing here, trying to print 245s. Again, 250 is the spot. To me, this is a no touch until 250 falls, and hopefully falls on expanding volume. So watching that, watching CYRN. How is you guys are mentioning AUVI? So that's leaking a little bit here too. Let me go through the EFOI holding support, looking for the curl. Let's check that one out, Mike. EFOI. Yes, this is holding, right? So I saw someone saying Benzinga doesn't work properly. There are some intermittent issues with the charts that the team is actually focused on right now. I was actually just reading that a second ago here. So we are working on that. I'm sorry about that, my man. We will get that fixed. One thing here is that these lines got cleared off. This line right here, this 265 line is right where it bounced, and it is in fact curling here. So this formation here, I'd like to see taken out. To be quite honest with you, this feels like no man's land right now. So if you take the trade here, with the plan of this bouncing or continuing to move up towards the VWAP. I get where you're coming from, but I believe that you have some elevated risk in that. I think that the safer trade would be to wait for a VWAP cross and then maybe a challenge here at 3. But play it the way you see fit. Go ahead.
I've got a scam likely call. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, awesome. Here we go. Scam likely. Why does it even say likely? They're always scam calls. It's like I get a phone call that's like potential spam, and I'm like, potential? Really? This is guaranteed going to be spam. Not my first date. I mean, I don't get it. Anyway.
All right. Apparently, I needed Medicare or something. I don't know. Whatever. And yes, you're right. Apple is towards 150. But look at that, right? So I told you guys I was looking for 149.80s to kind of get into the position. I'm not going to lie. I'm all over the place. I did not get into it, but it rejected and gave you about 30 cents from that. So you had a chance to go ahead and scalp it if you wanted to. And let's see how it kind of plays out the rest of the way on Apple. But if you looked for that 149.80 entry, you got yourself about 30-cent scalp on that one. Now I'm focused to see if it wants to come back and try to test it one more time. What is it going to do?
I'm looking to scalp YMTX again here right at the top, 218. Doing this on this scalp, though, especially since I already made some money off of this, I really want to be careful about it not breaking. So if it I'm going to try to wait as long as I can for this to break 218. And if it is unable to move through 218, I'm going to have no problem taking that trade off the table.
I believe someone asked me, am I going to try to trade puts or calls? So I believe 150 is resistance on Apple. Therefore, I'm looking to get puts or short the stock itself and kind of scalp it that way. Now, if it gets above 150, around, let's say 150.50 would be my ultimate risk. Sorry, I just got a Slack. 150.50 would be my ultimate risk. Above that, I'm out. But I am looking to short Apple with 150 being resistance.
Looks like our background changed. Who changed our background?
I'm going to assume it's AB.
I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to wait for AB, the pro. That's going to be my strategy. Greg asking me, SMG is a good cannabis play, period. Okay, that's a statement. Then he says, has diversity. Thoughts, Ryan? Scott's Miracle Grow. Yeah, so the only part about this that I'm a fan of is I really like the thing behind the thing. So instead of a specific cannabis company, things that all cannabis companies would use, like potting soil and things of that nature, seem good to me.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, AB, what's going on?
Were you messing with the background? What is it, daily stocks to watch now?
What up? No, I think we're also, someone is streaming that on a different stream, so it must have just gotten switched. Let's switch it back.
Can you help us fix it, AB?
Yeah, I like my face up there.
I can help you. Just give me 1 second.
So real quick, just to finish off that thought there, Greg, one of the things I will know from the people that I've talked to that actually do grow cannabis, they never talk about buying Scott's Miracle Grow. It's always some specialty, either soil or soil substitute that allows them to control the pH and all the nutrients and all that stuff. I'm not as much of a green thumb as the pros are. So I don't really know. I do like the angle of thing behind the thing, but I don't know that SMG would be the one that I would go after.
That was my thesis.
I think that your thesis is good, though.
That was my thesis for SMG for a very long time. And Scott's actually has recently announced that they're kind of spinning off parts of their cannabis focused businesses. So it doesn't sound like Scott's is like keeping that same investment.
Interesting. There you go. AB out of the right corner with the assist and the elbow drop. Love it, AB.
But yeah, Zunaid, I was asking if you guys are good till 10:30, I might let you guys run for a few more minutes and hop in then because I've got a few other things I'm trying to get done.
Yeah, as long as is my Wi-Fi okay, Ryan? We're good. You can hear me.
Yeah, you're good. You sound good. You look good. Everything's fine.
Zunaid, just slack me. Just slack me if something goes haywire, and I'll hop in.
I got you, pal. I got you. Right. We're good. All right, so let's focus in on this Apple here. All right, I'm going to focus in on Apple and AERC. So let me go ahead and go on a double box here. There's the double box. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start my Apple. All right, I've got Apple here. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get her short here. Again, I'm just going to play small size just to kind of work out my thesis, especially because I'm at a hotel. Not my whole setup here. So I went ahead and got the 149 puts on Apple. I got filled at 151. 151 is my fill, and I'll add some more as we get towards 150. So if you want the best risk reward, go ahead and wait for that. And then you have AERC that's above above $10. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of size here. Again, small size got filled at 1013 on AERC. I'm gonna be a little greedy with this one because I have small size. I want bigger profit. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell maybe half my position at about 1045. And then I'm gonna sell the other one at 1089.
Are you talking about AERC?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I have Indo up on that one, don't I? Yeah,
Yep, all good.
Let me go ahead and fix this. There we go. So I am being a little greedy with this one just because I have smaller shares, so I can take a little bit of volatility.
GOTU is pressing the highs, but it's running away here a little late for me to try and trade that one. Good spot, though. CYRN looks interesting. YMTX still trying to push out those highs.
1050 is resistance on AERC. You've also got the EMA there, and you've also got VWAP. And, of course, it's the whole number of 1050 there as well. So if it gets above that, should be a solid run towards 11s, if not more. But, again, my outs at the moment are 1045, and then I believe 1089 is what I've got as my next out. Keep you guys posted on if either one of those fill. The Apple contract is only up about $7 or so. Nothing crazy happening there.
Just looking around here. Sorry about the dead air, folks.
Oh, you're fine. I think chat understands. We've got, do I use MAs or EMAs? Let me go ahead and you guys can see my chart. So here's what I use. I use the leading EMA cloud. It's the Rifters cloud is also what it's known as. He's the one that kind of introduced it to everybody on FinTwit. It works very well for me and the way that I like to trade. And of course, the yellow line is the VWAP itself. So I told you guys I had about 1045 as my out. And of course, this candle, the highest that it went was 1040. So I went ahead and missed my profit target once again. All right, coming back up, is it at 1022? Yeah, man, if it gets over 1050, this could really start going. Because look at pre-market. Pre-market, it almost went ahead and hit 12s before it came on back down. So it's really got to get above VWAP to have a solid chance at making another run. Here we go, 1031s. Again, 1045 is going to be my first profit target if I can go ahead and get it. I'm just hoping this touches 1050 and then does whatever it wants. At least let me get my first profit target so I feel a little good, right? Got to put some money in the bank. Apple still hanging out at 149.71s, and of course AERC coming back down. My stop loss in this one's going to be low day break. I've got small share size. I'm okay with letting it kind of mess around a little bit. No problem with that for me. Here we go. Apple coming back down to about the 149.67s. It's all you, buddy.
Yep, all good. Thrifty's asking, what's with the DraftKings pump? I don't see any news. Thrifty, I think that this is it. We've got a director Form 4 filing here. Looks like the who was this? Who was it? Was Marnie Walden, who I believe is just a director here. Big buy of their own shares here. I think that might be what it is. Looks like they bought some at 413, disposed of some at 1272. That's what it looks like. Anyways, that might be what is moving it up here. I'd have to go through some of these other forms. Post-effective amendment to the S1.
All right,
so
now you've
that's what I think it is. And go ahead.
You've got Apple here. No, you're good, man. Apple coming down to the 149.46s. So again, beautiful scalp there. Now, unfortunately, the option side of things, we're only up about, what was my fill? 151. Well, we're up about almost 19 bucks per contract. That's solid. Now, here's where you want to go ahead and lock in some gains because it's near VWAP. And in case it bounces, you don't want to be in the profit and you didn't take it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and close out just about everything except one single contract I'm going to hold on to on Apple. So I am out all of my size except one contract here at 180. And of course, I'm still in AERC. So I hope you guys understand why I took this trade. 150, hold number, strong resistance. The same example I can give you on the other side is going to be Facebook. Look at 200, right? Obviously, it missed 200 by about 40 cents or so, but you can see you got about a 60-cent scalp opportunity on Facebook because of that whole number as well. Going on the other side, you've got Netflix. I talked to you guys about how VWAP and 200 were right there, and it was a beautiful opportunity. Now you got 3 points above that as well. So you got to, the more, in my opinion, the way that I trade is whole numbers and VWAP. If you guys have been watching us long enough, you know I say that all the time. So let's go ahead and bring back Apple. There it is, about to go ahead and crack 149s.
CYRN, sorry guys, CYRN at 250. Looks like it's trying to take out 250 here. CYRN.
Put it up here for you, and that's above VWAP as well.
Come on, CYRN. Definitely a big seller there at 250. Looks like it's trying to take out here. Long a little bit at 250, hoping for a 250 break here. Come on, CYRN. They're taking some of it. They're taking it. There we go. And through. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Are they going to yank it all the way back? There's a little bit more. There's a little bit more. All right. We'll
nice.
take that.
Oh,
Right,
there's that 260 pop. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Nice trade there. All right. Thinkorswim's going to go slow on this Wi-Fi. Too many things being open. That's fine. We're just going to trade on E-Trade then.
Uh-oh, we're getting a copy pasta. Oh, no. Conspiracy theory copy pasta started by Shelly and perpetrated by Tiny Pie Media. No. Oh, Shelly, you missed Buddy. He was here earlier. He's out the window, or he's looking at birds out the window.
Yeah, AERC went ahead and cracked the 981s. I know I want to give it low day, but I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to. All right, we got about 1:30 left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see what it does.
CYRN here approaching 260. This thing, I actually left a little bit on the table there. That's all right, though. That's all right. CYRN, nice push here. There was a comment that I wanted to address real quick. Good question here from Voodoo. Ryan, Win running like it stole something. Might be a gambling stock thing. Haven't checked yet. Yeah, I did see Win running. Let's take a look at that. So we've got DraftKings moving up. We've got Win moving up. How's MGM looking? MGM similar. Guess we could check LVS. Yeah, all of the gambling stocks look similar, Voodoo. I think that you're spot on. That might be something sector wide there.
ERC coming back down now. Here it gets dangerous. I'm going to go ahead and add some here, but if it goes in and breaks low day, I'll be out. Added more size here, got filled at. Come on,
China reopening. Jorge. Yes. All of those are going to have connections to China as well. Good call. Good call. Win and LVS on the China reopening. Jorge, man, great assist there. David Tepper bought Win, LVS, and Uber last month. Also good to know. Didn't even realize that. Jorge, you on fire today, my man. On fire. IOVA approaching 9s. We've talked about this one a few times here. This would have been a great little swing here.
The size that I added at 951s, I'm going to go ahead and sell all of it here at 971s. All out at 971s on the size that I added at 951s. 20-cent scalp. Just trying to claw back some money because I might take an L on this one if it doesn't get back above 10s.
Tesla pushing highs there. Square at highs. Zunaid, would you be able to handle this for 20 seconds?
Yeah, dude, we're good. Yeah, I think I got the whole time. You're good.
I went nuts on coffee.
You're good. You're good. All right, chat. This is where we get dangerous. There we go. Look at AERC. Look at how that 950 is kind of holding on, but it's got to get above VWAP. If we want any strong move to make some real money, it's got to get above VWAP, and there it is, back up against 10, cracking 10. Got to get above 10, stay above 10, and then 1050. Having a little bit of difficulty there. Let's see what else we can take a look at. Tesla with a move never gave us a chance to come back to the 720s at all. What a monster's move on Tesla. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And look, this is why you want to lock in gains on Apple, right? Here's where we took profits. Here's where I locked out every single contract I had except one. And this is why. You got to scale out. If you don't scale out and you're always looking to hit home runs, you're not exactly going to be happy with yourself because you're going to give up a lot of chances to take in some profits. But again, I still have that one contract. Again, we bought it at 151, currently trading at 161. We got out majority of it at 180s. And you've got VWAP being trouble here for AERC. Let me go and check the chat here.
IMPP pushing towards the highs here. I'm not in it. I'm not trading it, but it is moving. Looks like, go to pull back to that 2 level. We're trying to reclaim that 2 level. Got a day high here at 208 if it can snap that. CTIC, new highs, pushing to new highs. Missed this one. Did all right this morning, but missed this one.
Facebook now above the $200 level. Apple looking to crack 150s, currently 40 cents away. And you've got 5 points off of $200 bounce in VWAP on Netflix.
Lord Byron, I think I'm getting the hang of this not bag holding to zero thing. That is good.
Yes, yes.
Bag hold to zero.
Because it's also opportunity cost, y'all.
Nice job on CYRN. Well, what's wrong, buddy? Why are you crying? There's no reason. Come up here. Oh, let's do a water check, Zunaid.
Boy, I am going to fail that one because I don't have any water. I have a cologne, but I don't think I can drink that.
Don't drink that. Just put it on. Is that Givenchy? Gentlemen only?
No. It's Boss. It's tonic. Hugo Boss tonic.
I am at the 11 o'clock mark, and it's currently 9 o'clock where I'm at. So as far as I'm concerned, I am ahead of the game. Shelly, Buddy is asking for something. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can. He's going under the green screen because he wants to play. Isn't that right? I'm doing some recording for an education product, so I have my green screen kind of half set up there. He's loving it.
Oh, nice. I got to actually, that's what reminds me. I should go ahead and order that for myself.
Dude, green screens are inexpensive and easy to use. They're
because right now I have like for broadcasting stuff, they send a backdrop and that thing just takes up too much space.
Yeah.
So I gotta order that for sure. Green screen chair attachment. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. AERC is still trying to flirt about $10 or so. You have SPY bouncing from 414.50, which means Apple probably hasn't cracked 149 yet. No, it hasn't.
Zunaid's essay buddy would like to know if you have a funny story, so we can carve out some time for that maybe a little bit later in the show.
Yeah.
If you've got one, Zunaid?
Yeah, I'll do that the last 5 minutes I'm on. So maybe around 10:25. Wait, I just realized why it's named Essay Buddy. Okay, got it. I was wondering why it was Essay Buddy.
I didn't actually. I actually missed that.
I believe it's because of that friend who wrote me an essay after I told her
that
he wasn't dying.
Okay, now I
believe that's what it is. Look at that nice long wick on the 10-minute on Apple. I mean, that looks pretty solid. But again, it's only 10 minutes. It's not like it's an hourly or a daily or anything like that. But could get a hammer out of this one. Well, let's see what the reaction.
Roku highs, by the way, after that news that we talked about earlier. IOVA at 9 here. I wonder if this actually pops.
Here we go. AERC above 10. Teasing me. Again, 10:45 is my first out. Let's see. Let's see if Tesla rejected right off of 750 or not. And what do you know? Look at that. Tesla right away rejects from 1050. Wow, that's a different. I've never used that tool. Okay, that's weird. Where's 1050? There it is. $5 scalp on Tesla off of that. Whole numbers. I'm telling you guys, learn the VWAPs, learn the whole numbers, and learn how stocks themselves behave around those whole numbers, and you should be good. Man, this AERC, let's see what this candle high is. 1039. So I missed my profit target by 6 cents. Beautiful. I love it. It's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Rhythm Therapeutics, Ryman Cohen Creed. Oh, Quantum, that's good stuff. Actually, that's at the high of the day, though. A little too low volume for me to trade, but that's pretty good stuff.
Here we go. Come on. Come on, AERC. Break it. Break VWAP. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to not even take profits at 1045 and just kind of, you know what? I am going to move it. I am going to not take profits at 1045 if I can move it fast enough. 10. Let's go 11. Oh, never mind. It's sold. All right. Well, first profit target has been met. Remember what I told you guys, off of that 1050 is all I want it to hit. It can reject and figure its life out. So first profit target has been met on AERC.
And IOVA broke above 9. Let's see if it can move here. I'm actually not in this. It's already up 8%. Feels like this thing is in a gap here. You know, I almost want to take this just to try and swing this throughout the day on a cross through 9 here. Let me just really quickly show you what I'm thinking about here on IOVA. So here's that 9 level that I'm talking about. But when you look at the daily chart here and we zoom in, you can see we're actually in this gap. This is quite appealing. I feel like we definitely have some room up to the 12s here. Not saying it's going to fill that in one move, but it sure looks strong off this bounce. And that's kind of what I'm looking at here. I'm wondering if I can just grab a little bit and hold it for the rest of the day, see what happens. Already up 8%. Wouldn't be surprised if this pulls back. Sorry, Zunaid.
Beautiful. No, you're good, buddy. Here we go. Nice move on AERC. Now trading at 1087s. Our fill was 10. Oh, there it goes. I just got my target out at 1089s. I am all out at 1089s. We got in this one at 1013s.
Great job.
Thank you. And then let's see what else is going on. Apple still hasn't broken the 149s, coming back down, testing VWAP. So if you didn't take profits last time, try to take some profits this time because we're up about 17 bucks per contract. And you've got Facebook coming down, rejecting 200 as well.
ATER highs. Wow. ATER, missed that one.
Here we go. 11 break on. Oh, there we go. There. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Both things are working out here. Apple about to crack 149. Hopefully, it's about 2 cents away. And you've got AERC about to crack 11, 2 cents away. And there is the blow to Apple. I only have one contract left, so I'm going to wait for a Hail Mary because everything else I locked in at 180. Now you can lock those in at 187. Please scale out if you haven't already on both. Apple to the downside, AERE to the upside. Thankfully, we were able to nail this one perfectly.
Market pulling here, by the way, folks.
Yep.
Market rolling over here. IWM, SPY, NASDAQ, Dow, all of them.
Lock in those gains.
Unbelievable
Apple.
Call here. I am whistling. You did say that. You were all over AERC. Awesome call, my man. We're doing it again. The group, this is the best community in the internet, making money for each other. I love it.
All right, I'm going to look to get out of my final contract at $2 on the dot. Currently, the ask is $2. Oh, come on. Come on. Someone just paid $2.01. Wow. I did not get it. All right, I'm just going to lock in the last contract at $2 if I can get it. If not, whatever. I'll just be patient. It's just one contract that I have. AERC looking to break the $11.
I'm taking a look here at CISO. Let me pop up my stream here. CISO 980. They're trying to take the spot down. There it goes. Here we go. Okay, so CISO. This one can get wild. This one can squeeze. We got a high of 988. If this goes here, I think we might have a trade in our hand. CISO full disclosure, I am long from 980, so don't chase. And if you do chase, please have a plan. Please have a plan. This one's interesting, though.
I sell when you sell.
What?
I said that's the plan. I sell when you sell.
Uh-oh.
So please. And now you've got Facebook bouncing off of VWAP itself.
2 wins on 8 ERC for W. Let's go.
Love it. I
Lewis
love it.
Hamilton on the Apple call. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Daniel says, Benzinga, if I could give you 1,000 thumbs up, I would. Good day at the poker table. Let's go, Daniel. Heck yeah. Born, Shelly, everyone's getting involved today. I absolutely love it.
Love it, love it, love it. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, to be honest, I've had a solid day from the hectic morning. Ryan has as well, so which hopefully means the chat, you've enjoyed some wins, it looks like. So I'm just kind of relaxing. We talked about those whole numbers in VWAP, and look at that. You got a 10-point play on Tesla short, and it didn't even go $1 against you if you got it at 750. The ultimate whole number there that we were looking for.
Thank you for the shout, Jessica. I will say, if you want to smash the like, go smash the like, but you can also just gently click it. Any likes we get, we are grateful for. Don't worry about that. Shelly, I miss Buddy. He's right here. He's washing himself on the floor. He probably here. He's doing good. He is not crying. Buddy's life is good. You do not have to worry. He is fine. CYRN back to that 250 spot. It'll be interesting to see if it actually holds here and pushes off of that. Might produce another trading opportunity on a 265 break if the volume holds up. So we'll watch that there. ATER still looks like it wants higher here on ATER. This one I didn't trade, by the way. This one I didn't trade. Zunaid, let me know if you need a screen switch.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
I'm watching. I'm still in CISO, and I'm watching it 990 here on the CISO. Looks like they're taking it down. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 10 now. Huge block at 10. Huge block at 10. If we clear that, this thing is going to pop for sure. Gigantic block there. CISO. Let's see if they take it down. They're chopping it. They're taking it. Oh, big volume coming in here now. CISO. Look at the size of the stick. Look at this volume stick. Come on. Break above this. Break above this, and I'm out. They're backing it off a little bit now.
I don't like to swing things, Big S. So I have no insight on that. I don't like to swing. I like to trade. I'm in and out. That's just the way that I've been making money. I haven't swung anything for the past 6 months, I think. Yeah, it's actually longer than that.
You know what, Zunaid? I'm kind of in the same boat while we're on the subject of that. By the way, I'm still in CISO. I like seeing a block that big on a name this thin. I'd love to see that get chomped at again here. So we'll wait and see if that materializes. But I'm with you there, Zunaid, because here's the thing. I try to trade what I have an edge in. And I'll be honest, I often recently don't feel as if I have an edge in the swing trading because of the volatility. We've been swinging back and forth here quite a bit. So I try to limit my risk by not holding things overnight that I don't have some type of knowledge or edge in. And what that has done is it's caused me to just not swing as many things. So
you feel like the charts on the screen are delayed. So yeah, I believe StreamYard delays when we speak and when you see it by about 5 to 7 seconds, unfortunately, which is why whenever we speak, we try to give you what we are looking at as entry, stop loss, and profit target so that you can take that as with a grain of salt and figure out your own trading plan if it works for you or not. We're just telling you what we're doing. But yes, unfortunately, it's not something we can control on StreamYard. There is a 5 to 7 second delay from us to you on StreamYard.
Yeah, we have nothing. We have no delay set. The only delay that you see is a StreamYard YouTube just latency delay. We try to keep it as real time as we can. And furthermore, this is exactly why we focus so much on process. It's why we're not telling you to buy stocks, sell stocks. We're trying to focus on the process of what we're doing so that you can repeat that process even if the stream is down, for example. Idea generation is something that you can practice. You don't have to actually trade in order to practice idea generation. You can watch setups, watch processes, and the whole 9 yards. Take what you learn from that and then apply it on your own.
And that's exactly why we sometimes may sound like a broken recorder when we say, hey, look at this level. Hey, look at this EMA. Look at this whole number. Look at this VWAP. So let me go ahead and write back down to you. What was resistance for us here on the left-hand side? It was the 1050 that was acting as resistance. Then it finally broke at 1010. And then what acted as support on the right-hand side, it was 1050. So your resistance became support, and it was near a VWAP. So you had a beautiful entry there on AERC, and now you've got yourself a whole dollar. And look at that pop. There it is, 1150 and then some on AERC, high of day. So if you've got some shares, go ahead and scale out for the love of God, as you've got $12 and also $12.10, which is previous close, which could be resistance, and someone is getting screwed on the short end here. So if whoever's short, God bless. And keep in mind, this one went to the 15s, I believe, in after hours. Yep, hit exactly 15 and a little bit of a peekaboo above. We got this one around 10:11, I think it was, and now it's at 12:12. Is it halted? Let's see.
Let me see.
Broker.
No,
it's not. It's trading. Okay.
AERC halted. Never mind. It is halted. Just
Okay.
came through on the on signals.
Sweet. Yeah, it wasn't moving on TradingView, so I wasn't what's going on. But there you go. Hope you guys made money on AERC, but more importantly, I hope you guys understood why we took the trade where we did, why we had a stop loss. Remember, the first time I got stopped out on AERC. However, we went ahead and made up that amount and then some on the add backs. But a beautiful trade there on AERC.
Jan popping here, not in this, not trading this pop, but it is popping here.
Do us a favor. If you made money on AERC, take a screenshot of your gains. And again, we don't want any personal information, right? But we would love to kind of put together like a montage, if you will, for the live trading, maybe a promo video or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, go ahead and email me a screenshot of those gains. Let me go to the YouTube stream because I can't. Or unless, Ryan, can you just put my email address in there? It's just Zunaid@benzinga.com. That's all it is.
Zunaid@benzinga.com. Sure can.
Yeah. And then just put in the subject line, AERC screenshot. That's all you got to do. And then when I get back home later tonight, or I guess at the hotel.
Yeah. This AERC is giving multiple trade steps. It's awesome that you guys are capitalizing on this. Miraculously, I'm actually up decently today, and I didn't even trade this name. I traded some of the other names. So we have a lot of stuff going on here. Absolutely.
Yeah, and send those screenshots too. Whatever we called out for you, you're right. Whatever Ryan's been calling out, whatever Mitch has been calling out, if you've been making money on that, please, we'd love to get a screenshot. And by the way, you don't just have to do this today. Anytime you've taken a big gain because of the stuff that we're calling out and different things like that, please, we'd love to get your screenshots. Go ahead and send that our way. By the way, you've got Tesla coming back to test the 750s. You can already see that it rejected there and gave you 10 plus points. Now it's coming back to test it again, a couple of bucks away.
And real quickly, just to kind of clean up the chat here, EFOI, that's one that we actually discussed prior to the market opening today. That is curling. Let me throw out my charts here real quick, Zunaid. I'll give it back to you in a second.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
EFOI bouncing off of its VWAP here. So really the cross of the VWAP on volume, it looks like it tried to do this here and it got rejected. That's kind of a nasty pull. I'd wait for this to set back up, but this one's still in play. Especially if we can get over that VWAP. Good call there. And then IOVA still going up, says the postman. Nice call. This one has been going up for a few days here. This would have been one of the few stocks that you could have swung, and that would have been a pretty good move. Yesterday, we actually traded this a little bit. I think I made just a couple of pennies on this, but another huge push here today. Looks like it's holding above 9.
Shelly, am I going to become a Furu? No, that's not the reason for it. It's just so we can use it as promo for live trading. I do want to in the future do a newsletter, and like a watch list type thing to push myself to get out of bed. But what's going on? What's going on?
So I'm hearing that Nikola is spiking here. I can confirm that's true. Where it looks like we're trying to hit 7. I've got news here that is mentioning Walmart. I'm not sure of the details. Walmart expands EV hydrogen transportation pilots. We had another Walmart expands transportation partners to reduce emissions. Interesting. So this is a partner link content. Let me see if I can.
So it's more so that they're doing in that sector, but it's not that they're partnering with Nikola. That's what it sounds like.
The release adds that the fleet will now utilize vehicles powered by compressed natural gas supplied by Chevron and powered by Cummins engines, as well as the battery electric vehicles from Freightliner and Nikola. So I don't think we know how much here. I think that's probably the gray area, but the stock obviously reacting to this. I'm not in this. I'm not trading this.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to trade that from the hotel here. But if you are looking to get in, break of 675 should be your stop loss. And you need to crack above 7 to have a little bit of a breakout here intraday. But your stop loss should be below 675. I'd say crack a 670, go in and get out of there on NKLA. I am not going to get in this trade because I don't know the details. I haven't, again, working off of one laptop.
Lord Byron saying IOVA has good long-term potential too. So I've heard, I've heard that too, Lord Byron, but I'm not sure on the specifics of that. I've heard the same thing. I think maybe I might need to do some more work on this. Ryan Milligan, your question. Ryan, you mentioned that ATER looks like it wanted to keep moving. It did. What made you base that on? Okay, great question here. That question is all about process. That's going to get me excited. Though, first of all, this is having a strong day. We've seen strong days out of this before as well. We've actually traded this before. In fact, here are my lines from the last time that we traded this on the way up. You can see we're absolutely in this range. It does look like it's kind of formed a base here right around 3, and it looks like it's trying to push off of that. We know that we've got some levels above that, so I would not be surprised to see the price try to discover those levels, and that's exactly what we're having here. To me, the big kicker, why is it doing this move today as opposed to this non-really profitable move yesterday? All in here, buddy. All in the volume. Volume, volume, volume. It is a key indicator. It is probably the best indicator other than price for what a stock is going to do. This volume expanding out of the open, continuing to remain high here, multiple big sticks on the 1-minute chart. That tells me that there's interest here, and short of any type of sentiment change, this is going to want to push higher. That is a great question. I hope that my answer made sense for you.
Jessica, I appreciate the AERC email. Again, please, folks, send us those wins. And you had AERC hit above 1250. It went red to green. Now it's kind of figuring its life out around there.
Figuring its life out. Yes. It's been a while since we've heard that. Yes.
I mean, it is. Look at it. Trying to, especially off of that halt, things get a little crazy. But it is currently negative. But beautiful move off of the 10. Look at just how well VWAP was held. Again, if there's any indicator that you're going to try to utilize as guidance, not as a trigger, but as guidance, I personally love VWAP, which is a yellow line. Just about any broker out there and charting platform will have it for you. But before I go, I'm going to give you a story about why I missed my. Go ahead.
Right before the story, let me give Cheese Lion some props here. Because he's absolutely right. ATER also broke out of yesterday's high, so it's also a short squeeze from the shorts yesterday at the high. So what Cheese is talking about right here is as soon as we snapped 303, which was yesterday's intraday high, you can see here right on the chart, that's actually lines up where the volume was expanding. So I think Cheese is right here. Probably some shorts in here still from a previous session. And as soon as this level gets taken out, we really haven't come back to that level. This would, if I was short, this type of move would force me to cover on the way up. She's great call there. I think that's absolutely playing into that. Great shot there. All right, Zunaid, let's hear the story.
All right. So look, I had 3 flights yesterday, so we won't talk about the first 2 because it'll take forever. The last flight took off at 10 o'clock. All right. So I get to the airport at like 9, 10, whatever. TSA pre-check, unfortunately, was closed. So I had to go in the peasant line, which means I had to take off my shoes and show my laptops and all that stuff.
That's the line I go to, by the way.
Peasant line. See what I mean? So TSH pre-check was closed at 9. I don't know why they closed that early, but whatever. I'm not used to taking off my shoes. I haven't taken off my shoes in 4 years, but I go ahead and take off my shoes, my backpack, and my luggage, whatever, go through security. Then I go ahead and put on my shoes. I tie my shoelaces, whatever, and I go on the plane train. Then I go to my gate, and it's about maybe 5 minutes before takeoff when I get to my gate. And so I barely make it, but it's fine. I'm there. And the gentleman up there at the gate goes, "Hey, the overhead cabins are full. I'm going to need to check in your luggage. So may I please have that if you have any?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, here." Except here was nothing. I didn't have my luggage. And I recognized, I was like, "Where did I leave it? Did I leave it in the car?" I was like, "No," because I went through security. When I was tying my shoelaces, I left my roller bag at security, and I just hopped on the plane train with just my backpack. I walked to the gate with just my backpack. And so I had to just miss that flight because I can't travel without my luggage. It has all my clothings in it. And so I looked at the gate person and I was like, "All right, so here's what happened. I'm stupid. What's the earliest flight tomorrow morning that I can get out of? Because that's the one that I need." And he looks it up and he's like, "It's going to be 7:30 and it's going to be $300. I'm like, "Okay, I am poor. I need you to make that for free." And so we like went back and forth. And thankfully you finally got it confirmed. And like I was leaving TSA pre-check, I needed to get my bag, right? And so I go back to the agent and the agent's like, "Hey, didn't you just go through this line? Like, why are you back here?" And I told him what happened. So he had to literally take me through security like I was a child so I can find my bag, verify that it's my bag. And he asks me, he's like, "Hey, I need to know what's inside this bag just to verify it's yours." So I had to like tell him, "Oh, there's a Trident gum in the first pack. There's one missing because I'm chewing it. And that's how you know it's my bag." But that's the reason that I missed my flight yesterday. It's because I was tying my shoelaces and I forgot my luggage.
Okay, so that's a perfect story. So the last time that I traveled to Detroit for work, my flight out of Detroit was around the same time as some other teammates that had to fly in for this was for our quarterly meeting. And so we are at the Detroit airport. We are we're through security at this point. We are at a bar having a nice drink, just having a great time after our couple of days in town. And then we all kind of look down and realize, oh, our flights are coming up. So I'm gathering up my things and I realize that I've left one of my sweaters at security. When I had to take everything off in the peasant line and put everything in the boxes and all that, I grabbed everything but one of my sweaters. Now, it just so happens that I bought 2 of these sweaters when they had them at Costco. It was a great price. I think they were like under $20. It was like $19.99 or something like that. I looked at my watch. I thought about what I had to do in order to go get my sweater. And I said, "You know what? Executive decision time. I don't need that sweater. Someone else is going to get that for free and benefit from it." I chose not to miss my flight. Now, giving you the benefit of the doubt, it was not a suitcase full of a bunch of clothes. Okay. It was just one sweater that I already had another one of that did not cost me very much. So it wasn't really a big deal. I just think it's hilarious because I
had the magic 8-ball in the suitcase. I can't leave that behind.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know what I mean? I definitely can't leave that behind. Someone asked me, "How'd you get the free ticket?" So I looked at him and he's like, "Hey, it'll be $300. I'm like, "No, it won't." And he's like, "Okay, fine. I can put you on standby." I was like, "Listen, and this shows them that, hey, like Amex travel agency, whatever, booked a flight." I'm like, "Look, I'm traveling for work. I cannot tell my work that I missed my flight because I will get fired. And I need to make it there tomorrow confirmed. Can you please help me out?" So, which is true. I didn't lie about any of that. Okay, fine. I don't think I would have gotten fired. But but we have like a little shooting thing that we need to do for, I'm going foaling. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. So you know how I did fries last time I was in Indianapolis? Now we're going foaling, which is where you throw a football at bowling pins and try to play bowling that way or whatever. So I definitely would have gotten in trouble for not making that. But yeah, I told him I'd get fired if I didn't show up to work on time.
Classic Zunaid move. All right, so real quick, let me just update you on a trade that I am in. So CISO.
I told AB, before you go, I told AB to go ahead and join. He should be joining soon. I've got to take off and shower and get ready for work here.
Good luck. Don't get fired. Nobody here wants that.
I won't. I'll update you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have my HDMI hooked up to the TV and all that stuff. See ya. Bye.
All right, take care, Zunaid. Good trading here today, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, so I want to first of all, I want to update you on the CISO trade. I'm actually still in this. It pulled really quickly. I had reduced size on this because when a stock is thin, you can get moves like this. I've seen it before. I don't want it to really wipe me out. So I'm reduced size here. My entry here was 980. It's 962. My stop is really going to be right around 955-ish. So we'll see if this bounces here. This was kind of a low volume pull. I actually think we trade back up here. I will keep watching this. And by the way, ATER still going to highs here. So if you're in this at this point, I think you got to try to trim and trail here. Make sure that you book some of these gains in your pocket. Now, this will be the last story. We'll keep looking at stocks, but we got one here from Jessica that is relatable AF to me. So my brother gave me a knife for protection to keep in my purse. Awesome. Good brother. I completely forgot about it and went through security and was extremely surprised when I was stopped and they pulled a weapon out. Okay, so that's kind of happened to me. It wasn't like a full-size knife. I actually had a Leatherman that fit on a keychain. And one of the little pieces, one of the little things in that Leatherman was a little mini knife. And the guy that was doing the x-ray on my bag found it, pulled it out and said, "This is a blade. You can't get on the plane with this." So, well, what are my options? He's like, "You can go put it in your car or you can throw it away." And I was like, again, looking at the time, I'm not going to miss my flight over this keychain Leatherman. It's now yours. I'm out of here. He took it. That was the end of that. It was traumatizing. Hope that you made it. I for sure thought I was going to prison. Good thing I looked like an innocent scatterbrained woman. I'm glad you didn't go to prison. That happened to me with a corkscrew. Does that say I drink too much wine? Gregory, a pro tip, no such thing as too much wine. Let's not get it twisted. You cannot keep the Bowie knife in your purse. Yeah, I told him to toss. That's exactly what I did. Okay, let's take a look here. Are there any stocks that you folks want to take a look at? Buddy's playing with the green screen yet again. Any stocks that you folks want to take a look at? Are there anything? Ooh, look at YMTX. So we traded this earlier. Big nasty pull here on YMTX. CISO trying to bounce a little bit here. We'll see if this materializes. CYRN pulled back here. Leatherman is the Cadillac of knives. So sad, Ryan. Aaron, you are absolutely right. I actually still have I think a Leatherman Wave, one of the more full-size ones that I use all the time. Buddy just wants to be recorded and featured. Buddy is recorded and featured. Let me tell you something. There was a thread in the internal Benzinga Slack yesterday, a whole bunch of teammates posting their animals. It was cuteness overload. Trust me. All right. Trust me when I say that. Oh my goodness. All right, Labu, you guys want to take a look at, okay. Oh God, there was a ton of suggestions. I'm sorry, I'm slacking here. Let me run through them real quick. Sun W, we actually had some news here the other day on the for solar here. This is actually pushing. That day we got that news, Sun W really kind of pulled back after the move, but it looks like now it's taken off here. This might be a potential swing candidate, by the way. We talked a little bit about not feeling good enough to swing and not having the catalyst, this and that. This one actually has an underlying one. I'm not in it. This might be something to look at. Make sure you have a plan on both sides in case that doesn't work. Okay, next you want to take a look at LabU. Great levered vehicle here. This is not, by the way, full disclosure, this is not something I would ever hold overnight. I do like to trade this intraday. These ETFs are super liquid and allow you to get in and out and actually provide a lot of movement here. Now, LabU, this looks like this is trying to move towards the high here. Great little pullback to the VWAP. We kind of held it and then pushed off that VWAP. Love to see a high day break here. You might be a little bit safer buying the pulls as they're close to support areas or something like a VWAP here. That'd be my best guess. I don't have any edge on biotech. I know they're rough. What's going on, AB?
Not much. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing pretty good, man. We're having a really good morning in here.
Hell yeah.
Again is killing it.
Hell yeah. I'm only in one trade right now. I got into so I saw Tesla up like 4.5%, right? At here, I'll share my screen real quick so I can show you.
And I can throw your screen up there.
I got it. So I'm just on Robinhood right now, so the chart's not
Gotcha.
going to be great. So I got into these puts like right here, like pretty much right at the top, and it came down and I was up like 25-30%, and I didn't sell. And then we came back up here and I was like, well, that's fine, because it looks like we're going to test this resistance and come back down. So I'm watching it right here. And if we clear these previous highs of the day, which it looks like we're trying to, I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway. But then I'm just going to, get out of the trade. Oh, look, I'm pretty much flat right now. You can see on the puts, I'm up to 2.3% right now. But if we get up here and hit that level and reject again and start coming back down, then I'm obviously going to hold on to these. So yeah, that's basically my one trade of the day so far. It was working out well. I should have probably just got out of them when I was up a little bit, but I got a little greedy.
Happens to the best of us, my man.
Yep, and now here, okay, for the first time, it looks like my contracts are in the red. I do have a stop loss. So I bought the contracts for $340 a piece, and I have stop losses at $300. So basically, the most I can lose on this trade is $120.
Nice, well-defined risk there. I love hearing that, AB. I love that type of thinking on the trades. Real quick, let me address W, I think, or no, Quantum. Z, a breakout may be happening. So real quick, yeah, it actually, this formation here, it looks like it has found a base here. This formation, it does look like it's trying to break out of this. We talked a little bit about home sales. There is news in here saying that, housing market, not a bubble. Economists say that does kind of sound like famous last words, but chart absolutely reacting here. This is actually kind of a nice grind. They're staying above the VWAP, moving towards highs. Maybe play this on a high day break. I'm not sure that I would swing this. If you have an edge on the housing market or an inclination, maybe you can. This does look like it's trying to break out of this formation. I'd love to see this trade above 44 for that.
Yeah, but I do see someone in the chat talking about BABA. Can we bring that chart up real quick,
Absolutely.
Ryan?
Let's do it.
It's been super strong.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the Chinese names this morning have been strong. I think this is probably related to the reopening that has started in Shanghai. BABA absolutely going to be a part of that. Looks like we gapped up, leaked a little bit, and then pushed towards the highs. So as far as a trade goes, I love this area in here. We're 112 to 111. This back and forth formation, if we can actually snap out of this to the upside, I think you probably take the next leg up. 113, 115 seems reasonable for a trade like that. We're going to need to take down this formation here, though.
Yeah. I it's just like for the past, so we're looking at intraday chart here, Ryan.
Yeah, this right now is a 1 minute chart. I actually first started on the daily chart.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, just the past week, 2 weeks has been so strong for BABA. I mean, we had China like completely locked down. It was, and then they were coming out saying, "Oh, people are still spending money on BABA essentially, even while they're locked down." Looking at, I'm going back to Tesla. It looks like we did reject that level, could not clear it. So I'm up again on the puts, but now Ryan, can we pull up the Tesla chart? Because I'm curious your thoughts here to see. No, you're completely fine. I would rather look at the charts on Benzinga Pro than Robinhood.
Yeah, you would. Are you looking for an intraday chart here, AB?
Yeah, I'm looking for an intraday chart.
Gotcha.
So what is that? So we have a moving average down here, or VWAP?
So this is okay. So let me set the stage here for you. This is your VWAP line, right? Current VWAP is 736. Current price 743. So we are holding above VWAP.
So it looks like to me on this chart, right that top level where I kind of bought the puts the first time, right up there at like 750. It looks like we've gotten back up there a few times and tried to clear there, and we've rejected each time. So yep. I'm honestly, Ryan, going to hold on to these puts until Tesla clears that, because otherwise that's bearish to me that we can't clear that spot. And, maybe looking at this green minute candle that's forming right now on Tesla, maybe I should have sold it a minute ago. But to me, that's enough to stay bearish that we can't clear that 750 spot. So until I'm proven wrong and that Tesla clears that 750, I'm just going to hang on to these puts and see how they go throughout the day. And then again, if it does clear.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and if it does clear that 750, I'm out of the trade and I maybe lost $100.
Yeah, so I think that you're spot on with your analysis there, and I'm sorry for trying to jump over you there. To me, if you're playing this to the downside right now, stop is going to be high a day. That's exactly 750. You hit it right on the head, and you're absolutely right. After it was rejected at 750, it made 2 attempts to try, actually 3 attempts to try and get back to 750, but was rejected at 748.75. It looks like. Right. So we couldn't even quite get back to 750. I know that's only $1.50, really not that much, but your plan, AB, I think is spot on. Look, okay, you guys are blocking the porn bots. Awesome. I think that your plan here is spot on. A break of 750 to the upside, maybe flush that trade. Otherwise, if we flush down to the VWAP here, that might put you in profit there.
Yeah, and again, I mean, this is one of those more YOLO trades, not really anything I was like super high convicted on. I was just like, oh, Tesla's up there. That's weird. I mean, it seems like there's more bearish sentiment going around with, just Tesla cutting their workforce. It seems like demand for expensive cars and stuff is dropping. So to me, anytime I see Tesla up like 5% in this environment, I'm like, what's going on here? This doesn't seem right.
And that's the other thing, real quickly, you were talking about how your sentiment was shifting. When you watch 1-minute charts all the time, you actually run the risk of seeing that, right? You see a candle pushing up and then a candle pushing down. It's like, oh, is it going to keep moving? Better to have a plan like you do with some spots that are clearly defined. It's going to make it much easier for you to trade that.
Yeah, I see David Lynn asking which specific puts I have. I have the Tesla puts that expire this Friday, so June 10th, 695 is my strike. So I believe, I don't know the exact percentage from here, but I believe about a 5% drop well, I can check real quick. No, a little bit more than 5% to reach that, but I don't even need it to reach that strike price. I mean, if Tesla goes down 2% here to 720, then I could sell those contracts for a lot more than I bought them for, which is my plan all along.
Roblox day highs here. This looks like it's trying to clear out 34.20 and make a move towards the highs. Roblox, obviously a fan favorite there. Every time I go to Costco, the Roblox gift card kiosk is still surrounded by a gaggle of kids. So obviously still popular, but this is one of the technology names that has really been beaten down. I mean, this is down from 140 here. Now it is trying to clear out this formation, so that's a little bit interesting there. Don't get trapped.
So if I see Tesla up and I see Roblox up, I'm going to assume Roku's up. Yep, Roku's up 11%, which means that I'm also going to assume that ARK is up. Yep, ARKK up more than 4% today. So great day for Kathy Wood. All these kind of growthy stocks, whether you're talking Tesla, Roku, Roblox, having a great day. The question is this just a great day and part of a bigger overall downtrend, or is it, is this a potential bounce? Are we seeing, more strength coming back into these growthy stocks? I don't really know, Ryan. I don't know. To me, I wouldn't feel great in this environment where we're seeing Microsoft and Target come out and give these kind of bearish warnings, be comfortable buying some of these more growthy stocks. But the flip side to that is that if you have your companies like Targets and Microsoft's, who are your, big money-making companies, your established companies that have strong revenue, have strong profits, if you have those companies not doing well, then it almost makes the growthy companies more attractive, because it's like, shoot, well, if Target's not a good investment, then I might as well put my money into something that will have the chance to 5x over 5 years or whatever.
So I think that you're spot on with that, and real quickly, I just want to mention here before I get lost, CISO pushing back towards that 10. Remember, we have a huge seller at 10. If that breaks, this is probably going to go. I'm still in this. Now, as far as one of the things that you were mentioning there, Roku has a piece of news here about a possible acquisition by Netflix. So I think that Roku has its own catalyst here, but you're right. And in fact, there are a lot of investors that still believe that tech is the place to be, even if it's in a near term, kind of a rough market. But you're asking the $64,000 question: is this kind of a trap? And are we going to go back and test the lows? Is the bad news behind us? AB, I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to keep playing.
Wait, why 64,000?
Why I'm not swinging.
Why 64,000?
That's just a cliche term that people use. The $64,000 question. Would you have felt better if I said the $1 million question?
I have never heard that, so I just
You've
didn't,
never heard someone say that? Maybe I watched too much. What was it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't know. That's just a general saying. $64,000 question.
I'm Googling it right now. It was a game show from 1955 to 1958.
Okay, I'm obviously dating myself there. So
Yeah, you were a contestant on that show, right?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, Buffalo by Bicycle. Got it. Was a game show. All right, cool. We'll learn something new every day.
You said that was the 1950s?
Yeah.
So that was during the 1950 quiz show scandal when some of those shows were feeding contestants the answers. That's an interesting story, by the way. If you've never read about that, look into that. That's a good story.
Again, now I've learned two new things. I didn't know there was a 1950s game show scandal. So wait, so what is this sun work? Is solar running again today? How's solar doing?
So solar, we got news here that from the Biden administration that they wanted. I can't remember exactly what the news was, and I don't want to screw it up here.
It was that so they're gonna pause the tariffs on solar panel products coming from Asia. So countries like Cambodia, Malaysia that produce a lot of these solar panels for these companies, there was a tariff on these products importing them because we'd rather obviously produce these things in the US. But just to try to make the solar energy, some of this green energy cheaper, they're pausing these tariffs. So it's very kind of controversial because you have some people saying this is bad, that we shouldn't pause the tariffs, that we should be trying to encourage more production in the US. On the flip side, you have people saying this is good. We should do whatever we can in the near term to try to bring down energy costs.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Ryan, looks like when your cat ran across, we got muted.
Yep, he stepped on the cord there. Sorry about that. Good looking out though. I think that what you're seeing here is some continued move from that news catalyst. By the way, just want to draw your attention. LYLT, this is a halt fest to the downside. This thing cut more, down 56% here. Ouch. Not going to try to catch a falling knife here, by the way. Not going to do it. Just wanted to bring it up here real quick.
Yep. All right, checking up on the chat. Let us know if you've got any tickers, anything you are watching today. Let's see. I'm still watching Tesla. Ryan, looks like we are kind of moving lower from that level when we came back up, trying to test that spot. But I'd honestly like to see these movements to the downside be a little bit quicker. See, like, look, we had a good red candle for me on the 1 minute, and now we're coming straight. Oh wow, holy cow! All right. This is do or die right here, Ryan. I think right here is going to be where we either pass through 750 and I'm out of my contracts, or we're going to reject again. And if we reject again, honestly, I'll see that as pretty bearish because I don't know how many times you can come back up here and try to hit that without.
I'll be honest, AB, I'm looking at this 1 minute chart here and I'm seeing, these pops, they have consecutively lower wicks on these candles. So I do see it did pop here, but that's lower than the last time we were up at 748. I still think you're okay here.
All right, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. It was just sad. It's tough to see, and I know, and if anyone out there, I mean, for anyone who's like day trading quick in and out, and especially if you're doing options, it's just tough to see sometimes like up, X amount on a contract, then you check it 5 minutes later, and now you're back to even or down, and it's like, God, I should have sold it. But then when you have the opportunity to sell, it's going your way, and you want to, stay in that trade. So it's just tough all around. You just gotta have your rules, and at least for me, I have those stop losses, so I have that defined risk, right? I know that if Tesla does continue to move up here, the most I can lose on this trade is $120.
Oh, Veru on the scanner. I know this has been a crowd favorite, and it's at highs, closing in on 16. You're right, Jessica. And here's the other thing here on Veru, real quick. We pop above 1640. You might have some more action here today. First spot going to be maybe at 1618 first. We'll keep an eye on this. Good stuff here. Bill, you on Veru too? Oh, you're calling for Mitch. You're calling for Mitch back. Mitch is back.
Mitchy. Looks like Mitch is
dealing with some Wi-Fi issues. Go to CYRN. All right, so we're taking a break on some of these stocks that we were that we were trading here this morning. CTIC, I guess the exception here, really just kind of pounding the highs here on CTIC. Nikola did go through 7. Looks like that's trying to return back to the highs. Wow. TGTX highs. Interesting. You guys want to take a look at Mullen? What's Mullen doing today? Down 1.6%. Kind of a nothing day here for Mullen. Yeah, nothing really going on here for Mullen. Pretty pathetic volume, too. I think until we get the volume to step up here, I don't think there's much going on in Mullen.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
What's up, Mitch?
We sure got you.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. It's dealing with the endless struggle. But, hey, all you can do is just struggle on through, right?
Hey, man, Mitch, look, I've been told by my close friends that moving it can be worse than a divorce. I've never been married or divorced, but I've moved several times, and it's awful. So we're with you, man. We're in your corner. I understand what you're going through. Props for you trying to make it work from on location at Starbucks.
Hey, the only way we can do it is just keep battling through. And one thing we're definitely not going to do is let you guys down. So I'll always be here, whether it be sun up, sun down, whatever it may be. I'll definitely be here. How's the trading action going?
Trading action's actually been good. AB has got a really sweet trade on Tesla, a short here on Tesla. Got a really good plan here trading this against 750. So AB doing it.
Yeah, we're watching it. We're I'm hoping for some more action in the downside, but we shall see, because it looks like we're just kind of barcoding up here around like 740, 750. But I'll be watching Tesla throughout the day, at least as long as I'm in these contracts. Looks like Dean wants to check out SUNW.
Yeah, that's pounding the highs here. We've looked at SunW a few times here. We are at the highs. This clearly moving. I absolutely think this is follow through.
Is it all solar though? Remember early on the stream when I called out ARRY, I said array was moving. Was it going to be all solar? Because that's what I was wondering. How is like ENPH? ENPH is a nice leader there. How's ENPH doing?
Not up. In fact, I have a solar watch list here. But hang on a sec. CISO is getting smoked right now, folks. Smoked on this pullback here. All right, here. Trying to do two things at once while watching one of my holdings get crushed. Let me see what I can do here for you. Oh my God, I'm getting so. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to focus on what I'm doing. I'm sorry, Mitch. Let me throw up AB out. I'm trapped, guys. I'm trapped. Let me show you what's going on here. Try to talk you through a really, really shitty situation. Sorry for my language here. So during that, while I was trying to jostle all that, we got a nasty pull on CISO. Remember, my entry here is 980, so I am down pretty considerably in terms of actual price here, down to 950. We'll see if this bounces. I'm definitely below my stop, but because I was not prepared, and because I was doing something else, I was not able to react. I don't want to overreact now. I want to see if this actually bounces back up. Looks like it's trying here, so I'm going to try to wait this out. But woo, let me actually wipe the sweat off the brow on that one. Holy smokes, that's ugly.
All right, looks like we lost AB. He probably stepped on out. Thank you for filling in. I don't know if you can hear me, but thank you, like always. Appreciate it, like always, filling on in here, helping each other out. That's the only way we can do. Ryan, you focus on your trade. I'm taking a look here at the Benzinga Pro, trying to look at the scanner to see what's moving on out of there. But like always, guys, smash the like. Let's go ahead. Let's keep this going here. Using my scanner, my Benzinga Pro scanner. Let's get this rolling here and see what we got.
And really quick, in terms of another opportunity here, so ATER, right? We pushed all the way up to the highs, 346. We've actually sold back down here to 325. We're still above VWAP. Looks like it's trying to bounce off this. I wouldn't be shocked if we actually tested this VWAP and then bounced. We shall see if this materializes. ATER might not be done. As far as a potential trade here, I would mark this high, 346. That would be a spot on a range break if we can get it.
All right, taking a look here at the top movers on the session here. Just want to call out some of the top movers out there. One Connect Fitness, I think, is making a move. It's a dollar stock. It's OCFT up 30%. Check that one out. I don't know too much about that one, but definitely going to go ahead and mention it here. Taking a look to see any bigger stocks here being mentioned. I do see Ding Dong moving up. I think that's a Chinese stock, DDL. I just think it's a funny name, you know, Ding Dong. But definitely paying attention to that. I see IMPP. IMPP, where are my IMPP fans at? I know there's someone out here probably trading that one. That one's up a significant amount also, up about 16%. But
and next level here real quick, Mitch, on a 70 break. Mitch, I do have a meeting that I have to roll to. Are you going to be able to handle this?
Roll, baby, roll, baby. The only thing is the charting action is not going to be the best here, but I'll just keep on rolling through, guys. Don't even worry about the charts. We're about to get on out of here anyway. It's 11:01. I'm actually wrapping up also, so don't worry about that, Ryan. I'm literally going to wrap on up, take this over to Gary V. This will take you right on over here, guys. Let me go ahead and pull Ryan down so you guys can actually see me talk here. But I'm going to get you guys on over to Gary V. You don't got to go anywhere. Stay right here. Do me the favor. Check out this exclusive interview from Beacon. I think you're going to get some alpha. And pay attention. He's giving some great gold here. So check out Gary V. I'll take you guys right over there. And then I'll see you guys at the reaction stream, which is right on over that. So stay tuned, guys. We got a lot here. Right here on Benzinga.